Hello everyone out there, TechGeek311 here for my daily roundup on WWDC 2013. Alright, today we're going to do my daily roundup on WWDC 2013. First off, let me say that I read on appadvice.com the day prior and actually the day of that you were able to actually live stream WWDC on the Apple TV. And of course there was a little icon on the Apple TV that allows you to do it. But let me tell you from my experience, it didn't work. The streaming was very slow. I don't know if it had to do with my connection, but I have an Airport Express and an Airport Extreme. Pretty good connection on my phones and iPads and everything. But you would get a few seconds and then it would refresh. Then a few seconds, refresh, and then eventually it would close out. So I had to do basically the streaming of WWDC through AppAdvice app. I had to stream it through there, which was pretty good. It was all still pictures and words. And then later on, once it finished, I was able to stream it on Apple.com through the Apple events. And then I was able to watch the whole thing. And let me tell you, long WWDC, 2 hours. Wasn't expecting that long. So that's the only reason I couldn't get a video out that day or the next day, as I was watching it and trying to learn a little more about the new stuff that came out. So now, let me go through what I actually saw from this WWDC. I'm going to give you my thoughts and my reviews. What I liked the most, and this is the first thing they tacked on, was the Mac OS 10.9, which they called Maverick. So they took out all the cat names apparently for this reason. What I like the most on Maverick, not only for its new design, but they're also including iBooks, which is fantastic. That's great. You can read your books now on your Macs. The Maps feature, which is excellent because you can find an address on your Mac and send it to your iPhone. So that was also good. The Finder tabs in Finder makes it very easy now to do all your stuff. The iCloud keychain, that one there I thought was very good, where you could actually enter in your username and password, or it could suggest you a password, and that would sync across all your devices. So you wouldn't have to keep entering in username and passwords everywhere. So that I think is going to be a great feature. Now, what are you going to do if you forget that password, and if it can't auto-generate it? I don't know how they're going to do that with the betas. I guess we'll have to wait and see. The multiple displays. If you have multiple screens, if you have a Mac and then you also have a MacBook Pro or MacBook Air, I can see that being a good feature. I only have a PC and a MacBook Pro, so for me it's not going to be much of a feature there. The notification center's improvement, that I like. That one is good, and also the fact that they're auto-updating your apps on your Mac, because I hate having to update my apps on my iPhone, having to go back and update them again on the Mac. So now that they auto-update, that's good. Now, if the app has a bug in it and updates, well, then you're stuck with the app with the bug and you have to wait for the next update. So, I don't know if they're going to tweak that during these months or not, but hopefully they will. Tags, that's also another good thing. Tags is going to be good to make it easier to find stuff around your Mac and find stuff through web pages, Safari, and those kind of things. So they did improve a lot. I didn't see much improvement for iMovie or anything else according to what Apple's created as far as the apps, but I think we will see those within these next few months before Maverick's released. Now, I have to say about this, iOS 7. I know some people love it, some people hate it, some people don't care. I love it. From what I've seen of iOS 7, I love it. The control panel, I use it every time on my Mac. To have it on my phone is going to be fantastic. So that is a great feature that they're including. As far as Notification Center, being able to use it on the lock screen, excellent. I hate having to open my phone every time I want to check my Notification Center. So that's going to be great. And having Control Panel in the same place, that's going to be good too. The multitasking. This is what I've been waiting for. This is what I've seen in the rumors. Finally, they're going to give us the multitasking that we needed. That's what I love the most. And there is a little tweak in there I've heard that you can actually close them all at once. Nobody has shown it on YouTube yet, but that is something that people have been noticing. iTunes Radio, well, I'm going to get it ad-free because I have iTunes Match. So that, I guess that might be an alright feature. Might be something to use. I never listen to radio anyways, so iTunes Radio might be a nice little touch-up. The AirDrop, though. AirDrop, I've used on the Mac many times, and to have it on my phone, instead of having 3 or 4 apps that you can send stuff through Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, to have AirDrop and be able to see the person and send it, that's going to be an awesome feature right there. The flat design, well, it's different. It's new. It's iOS 7. I'm not so concerned about the color of the icons or anything. That doesn't really bother me. The dynamic wallpaper, though, and dynamic clock, because I always use the dynamic calendar right now, those are nice little features. And the little 3D view they show with your pictures in the wallpaper and those things, that's pretty cool. So I like those features there. I think they really did a good job on iOS 7. I'm waiting for all the betas. I want to see what improvements they do, what they add, what they take out, and those kind of things. Now, I had the opportunity, though. I got a couple of emails about wanting to pre-install it of iOS 7, and it's very tempting. I really, really want to do it. But here's the fact, though. If I install Beta 1, I'm not a developer. I don't have developer ID, and Beta 2 comes out, my phone is bricked. It means I have no longer any more use of the phone. I got to go through all the steps again to reinstall 6.1. Well, that's a mess. The new software, iOS 7, is coming in the fall. It's only about another 4 months away. I can wait. I can actually look at it on YouTube with my fellow guys that have iOS 7 on there, read it on the web, check it out through Apple and all those things. Not in very much of a rush to put iOS 7 on my device. I really don't want my device bricked. Now, the Airport Extreme, they didn't talk too much about it. They did announce it's been upgraded, which is great. I'd love to update my Airport Extreme. I hope they announce an Airport Express upgrade as well. And then they talked a tiny bit on Mac Pro. They gave a tiny little preview. So I'm assuming that the fall event, which will probably include the iPhone 5S, the iPad Mini 2, then they're going to talk more about the Mac Pro, maybe an Airport Extreme, maybe Airport Express, and all the hardware stuff. And that time we should get iOS 7 as well. So it's going to sync across all those devices. Which I plan on getting an iPad Mini 2, so it'll have iOS 7 on there as well. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, since I don't have the iOS 7 installed on my phone, I'm going to go ahead and show you those features that Apple did. I know most of you guys have already seen it, but for the ones of you guys who haven't, I'm going to go ahead and show you those features through Apple.com. Alright, let's get into it. This is going to be iOS 7, which is coming out in the fall. As you can see from the icons here, you can see that they've all been flat. Everything's been changed, it looks like. Let's go into the gallery here. Alright, so in the gallery, I'm going to show you Control Center, for one. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. This is what Control Center will look like. When you activate it, you'll be able to pull it from the bottom. You'll be able to see in here you've got airplane mode, your Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi, your sleep mode here, or actually do not disturb. You've got your settings. I mean, you've got all the features in here. AirPlay, AirDrop. They even give you a flashlight now. So this control panel is really going to be a good thing. Now here's Notification Center. I was getting a little ahead of myself. And Notification Center, you see, has been revamped with a today and an all. And looks very, very pretty. Very nice. And then, of course, the multitasking. My favorite. This definitely is what we needed. It looks nice. It looks pretty. I'm hoping they do a couple of tweaks on it, making it even better. You can see the icon down here. You can see the last screen it was on. It's definitely multitasking. That's true multitasking. Now we scroll up here and I'm going to give you the next set. Okay, now iTunes Radio, which not going to be too much of a feature for me, but I'm sure a lot of people listen to radio stuff on their iPhones. So iTunes Radio looks pretty. Can make a lot of different albums and different sets and playlists. So iRadio, definitely they did a good job on that one. Right next to that one we have the photos. And the photos are now going to be grouped. As you can see here, they're showing the groups. You're going to be able to see the activity, see each photo, and large screen. They're also going to continue giving you, of course, your photo streams, your albums, and you're going to be able to do a lot of sharing on here as well. You have these little tabs up here that tell you to go back. If you've noticed on here, you can actually swipe with your finger and it'll move it automatically. So you're going to get a similar gesture that you got on the iPad 2. This feature right here is AirDrop. This one also is what I've been waiting for. I use it on the Mac every time. You can see it shows you the picture of the people who are nearby you with iOS 7. Gives you also sharing features down here for social networks and all. And also gives you more features down here, add photos to contacts and so on. Let's go up to the next set. Okay, in the next set here we have your camera. And in the camera you can see down here it's going to have video, photo, and you have these little tabs. You can swipe anywhere on the screen and you're going to get those separate tabs. So as you swipe across, you'll be able to see each tab come into play. You have the live filtering that they're giving you. You can also flip it to landscape. Everything will change here as well. Nobody has yet to show if there's any zooming added in the video. That's something I guess we'll just have to wait and see what the betas show. Next to that one, we're going to have Safari. In Safari, they've done a lot of improvements on there. What I like the most about Safari is when you go down here to your separate pages, you're able to swipe through the pages just like a magazine. It's excellent. And you're not limited to just a few pages, like 8 pages like you used to have. So this is going to be fantastic. Okay, next to it, which not too many people have tagged on, is going to be Siri. And Siri looks a lot like Google Now. Seems to be very smart. They've definitely increased the intelligence on Siri. The graphics, much cleaner, much better. As long as they improve more on Siri, I'll be for it. Alright, next to that we have the mailbox. And of course the mail looks improved as well. Nice swiping features that you can do. Of course you have all your flagging features, folder features, deleting, all that down here. Next to that one, which I could say is, I guess they've partnered with a couple other companies because this looks very similar to a lot of other weather apps. But I do love the animation and all that, and the fact that it's not going to eat up your data because it's from Apple. It's a stock app. So I like that. You get all the same stuff from you would get from another app, but it's all included. Messages, that no one's tagged on messages if it's going to have where the other person's previously typing. So I suppose we'll have to see with the other betas what goes on. But it is very clean. The pictures and everything underlap underneath the top headings and the keyboard. So it does look very nice the way that they've done it. And that's pretty much it. All they have down here is that iOS 7 is coming in the fall. So that is iOS 7. Sorry I didn't have any betas on my phone to show you guys. I wish I could have done that, but didn't really want to brick my phone for that reason. But at least this gives you guys a better idea of iOS 7. At least for you guys that haven't heard about it. I cannot wait till the fall, till it comes out. I can't wait to see all the beta versions. And I believe this is really going to change the iPhone as it is. Some are going to like it, some will hate it, some will never get used to it, but I think overall it's what was needed. Alright YouTubers, well, hope you guys liked this video. Subscribe below if you're not already subscribed. And I thank you for watching, and I will hopefully come back and give you guys some more information as they come about. And I'll try to inform you on the betas as I hear them. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.